Hi dears, today our topic for discussion is tenses and related topics. Here our major focus area is presentness and present tenses. So let's have a look at what is a tense. In grammar, tense is a category that expresses time reference. Tenses are usually manifested by the use of specific forms of verbs. There are three main tenses in English. They are past, present, and future. The past tense is used to describe things that have already happened. The present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or the things that are continuous. And the future tense describes things that are yet to happen. Each tense is further divided into four subdivisions. They are simple, perfect, continuous, and perfect continuous. A broad area of discussion is presentness and present tenses. It comprises of two subdivisions of present tense. They are simple present and present continuous. Here I would like to talk about the presentness of an action. First, I would like to discuss about simple present tense. There is very little presentness in the simple present tense. Though it comes under the present, it discusses about events that are more static. It uses the basic form of verb. Now, let's look for an example. Here, two sentences are given. The first sentence is, Tom sleeps in the class. And the second sentence is, Tom is sleeping in the class. The first sentence uses simple present tense where the basic form of the verb sleep is used. Here, the speaker is not referring to an action that is happening right now, but rather a habit. Tom sleeps in the class means there is a habit with him to sleep in the class. And the second sentence uses the continuous tense and ing form of the verb sleep is used. Thus, it means that Tom is sleeping right now in the class. So that's the difference between these two sentences, where the first sentence refers to a habit and the second sentence refers to an action that is happening right now. Thus, simple present has got non-present uses. It is used to describe general truths, facts and habits, or about a life like where we live, the things we like, where we work and so on. It is also used to indicate the scheduled events in the future or the past actions in a vivid manner as we can see in news headlines. Also, there are few instances when the simple present is almost like present continuous, as in stage directions and sports commentary. Let's have a look at some examples. In the first example, the boy plays. The simple present tense is used to describe a fact or a habit. In the second example, the sun rises in the east. It is used to indicate a general truth. Let's say another example, oil floats in water. Here also, the simple present tense is used to speak about a general truth or a universal truth. In the third example, Daniel leaves for Canada tomorrow. The simple present tense is used to describe the scheduled event. Here, it is scheduled that Daniel is leaving for Canada the next day. So, we can use simple present tense to describe a scheduled event. Simple present tense is also used in sports commentary as in India wins 2020 series. The simple present tense can also be used to indicate quotations. For example, the Bible says, "Spare the rod and spoil the child." Here, the simple present tense is used to denote a quotation. In stage directions also, simple present tense can be used. For example, she comes back into the room laughing hysterically. So here, the simple present tense is used to describe a stage direction. So these are the various situations in which the simple present tense can be used. Now let's look into present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is also called present progressive tense. It is used to indicate an action which is actually happening at the moment of speaking. If there is a tense that can show purely present action, it is the present continuous tense. Let's look how a present continuous tense can be formed. It is made from the present tense of the verb be and the ing form of a verb, that is, are or is or are plus present participle. For example, he is playing, she is sleeping, etc. Like present tense, present continuous tense is also got non-present uses. It can be used to show future action. With the adverb always, it can show a habit of an unpleasant nature. A major thing to be noted is that it is not used to talk about permanent situations or about regular happenings. Rather, it's often used to speak about something which is happening now but will continue only for a short span of time. Let's have a look at some examples. In the sentence, she is leaving for Mumbai, present continuous tense is used to indicate a future action. We have noted earlier that with the adverb always, present continuous can show a habit of an unpleasant nature. Here, the sentence is, she is always criticizing her husband. It shows the unpleasant habit of the wife that she always criticizes her husband. The example, that boy is sleeping in the class, refers to an action that is taking place at the moment of speaking. Present continuous can also refer to a developing or changing situation. For example, it was getting darker and darker. Here it refers to the developing or changing situation. Now we have the example, you're beautiful except when you're smiling. Here the present continuous tense is used to show something that may be going on at some time in the future. There is one important thing to be noted about present continuous tense. Certain words cannot be used in continuous tense. These verbs are called stative verbs. The words such as like, dislike, love, hate, remember, please, hear, see, these are all stative verbs and cannot be used in continuous tense. But when they have non-stative meaning, it can be used in continuous tense. For example, here is not used in continuous tense when it means to pursue with the ears. The sentence, I'm hearing a song is wrong because here is a stative verb here. It can be used in the continuous tense when hear means to receive news. For example, I'm hearing bad things about you. Here it has a non-stative meaning and can be used in the continuous tense. Thus, we have come to the end of this session. We have learned about tenses that it denotes the time of action, that is, they show when the work is done. I've almost covered the major aspects of simple present tense and present continuous tense. I hope with this introduction to tenses, you may have got a good idea about the both tenses and their various types and forms. We will learn more about the other tenses in the coming sessions. Thank you.